Let me ask you something. You've bought or are you about to buy a property in Dubai? Now you're wondering, should I rent it out long-term or short-term? Which one gives better return? Which one is easier to manage? And most importantly, which one fits your lifestyle? This is one of the most common challenges among Dubai property investors. Let's break down two classic models, long-term with short-term, because only when you understand how they work can you choose the smartest move for your property. Make sure to subscribe if you want more expert content on how to make money in Dubai real estate market. We post every week. Let's start with the long-term rentals. In this model, you sign a lease agreement, typically for 1 or 2 years with a tenant. The main advantage is clear stability. You know exactly how much money is coming in each month. You don't have to constantly market the apartment. You don't deal with weekly cleaning or guest check-ins. It's a set it and forget it model. Perfect for people who want passive income with minimal effort. But here's the downside. Your rent price is usually fixed for the entire contract. You cannot just raise the rent if the market prices go up. And if you get a tenant who isn't very careful with your property, you may not even notice issues until the lease ends. You also cannot use the property yourself when you're in town because it's occupied full-time. So while long-term gives peace of mind, it limits flexibility and income potential. Now, let's look at the opposite. Short-term rentals. Think Airbnb, Booking.com, or holiday homes. In this case, you rent your property out by the night or a week, usually to tourists, business travelers, or remote workers. Here is the big advantage is flexibility and higher income potential. During the high season, which in Dubai is roughly from October to May, you can earn significantly more than with a fixed yearly lease. You can also choose to block out dates and stay in your own apartment when visiting Dubai. But of course, this model comes with its own challenges. Short-term renting requires active management. You or your management company have to take care of listing, pricing, cleaning, maintenance, checking in, reviews. It's a business, not a passive investment. That's why most investors work with professional short-term management companies. They handle everything from A to Z. But they take a commission, usually 20 to 25% of your total rental income. But before you jump in, there is one crucial thing to consider. Again, location. Let me give you two examples that show how important it is. Take Jumeirah Village Circle or JVC. It's a very residential area. Families live there, expats rent for a long term. That's why long-term rentals work extremely well in JVC. You get stable tenant and occupancy is rarely a problem. Short-term? Not so much. It only works in certain buildings that are serviced and designed for flexible stays. If your unit isn't in one of those buildings, it might sit empty for weeks. Now let's compare that to Palm Jumeirah. Completely different story. Palm is built for tourism. Sea views, luxury beachfronts, 5-star hotels all around. People want to stay there for a few nights. In this case, short-term rentals are highly profitable. Even in the summer, you can hit 80% occupancy just by adjusting your pricing. And during peak months, the returns are exceptional. Of course, there is another factor to consider. Seasonality. Dubai's peak rental season runs from October to May. This is when demand is at its highest and prices follow. During summer, demand softens, but that doesn't mean you earn zero. You simply lower the price slightly and still secure steady bookings. In fact, that's how many short-term units manage to stay above 80% occupancy year-round. So to recap, long-term is simple and stable but limited in income and flexibility. Short-term is high yield and flexible, but time-consuming if you're doing it yourself. The final piece of the puzzle: work with a team that understands both strategies and can advise based on your exact property and its location. At Whitewill, we offer free consultation to help you decide the best rental model for your unit, whether it is a full management or simply choosing the right building from the start. we've got you covered. Click the link in the description to get your free Dubai property guide or book one-on-one session with our experts. We'll help you turn your property into a high-performing asset. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights from Dubai's fastest-growing real estate agency.